Well, I wanted to do a computer science degree, and I mean, not that I have anything against programming, but it gets kind of boring. And some of the other topics, you know, it's like what's there to do? Security, it's huge these days, and it's really interesting, so just kind of ran with it. I mean, you can program things, but you never really know how they're going to be used or, you know, what the environment's going to look like. And you can do normal IT work, but, you know, it's very, I don't want to say tedious, but that's what I mean. It's tedious. But computer security, it gets exciting. It's the thrilling bits, if you will.
Greetings.
I think we met last year.
We did.
Trevor.
Good to see you, Trevor. Couple things.
Yeah.
How's the Moodle this morning?
Yeah, everything's down right now.
Everything's down.
Everything's down. They compromised the firewall. They compromised multiple machines. We had a physical break-in. We're trying to rectify things, but as of right now, everything's shut off.
Well, the thing about a computer science degree is that a lot of it is very abstract. So if you want actual real-world experience, you know, to figure out if this is a sort of thing you actually want to do, CCDC is about as good as it gets. I mean, it's straight up, you know, operational security in trying conditions, and well, either you like it or you don't, and that's really helpful.
I'll try you on 2002 if I can't get to you.
Cell phone works.
Okay, but if I can't get to you, that means we have problems.
That means we've got problems with the phone system.
I'll try you in.
Of course, every time we change a setting on the firewall, we take the phones down. So it's been very roller coaster. Everything's connected to the firewall.
Okay.
I'll let you know as soon as we've got something up.
Okay. Give me a report in about 15 minutes.
Sure.
Thank you.
Our strategy, at least organizationally, what we do is we split up every different server, specifically because, you know, if one person knows DNS and another person knows Apache and they're both on the same machine, that's not very helpful because we've only got one keyboard. So we saw what the servers were. We gave one server per person, or one person got 2 or 3 servers. This one is a big network. We only have 8 people. And from there, they try to become experts, or at least, you know, that becomes their responsibility. And so when an inject comes down the wire, if it goes to the Apache server, I give it to Dan. If it's a firewall thing, I give it to Ryan. If it involves a Windows Active Directory, I give it to Mike. And so we try to divide up the responsibilities like that so nobody is really shouldering the load. Then we have a couple people who are kind of backups, and they sort of float around, download software, you know, configure things off there, you know, fill out forms, because Lord knows there's a lot of stuff that doesn't involve keyboards, and that's our general strategy. I mean, at least organizationally.
Oh my god, oh my god. Windows 2008. We don't have patches for that.
For real?
Yeah, Windows 2008.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
Alright, we better be able to do it. I am a master's student in information security and secure software engineering at James Madison, and I'm the captain of the JMU Cyber Defense team. Well, our team is made up of 8 members. They're all undergrads and grad students at JMU. Most of them are computer science majors, but we actually have a political science major who's with us. They all just got interested. A lot of them went to the competition at JMU in the fall and got interested in cyber defense, or had just worked on it on their own, and they decided they wanted to come, and so we've worked together throughout the year to get ready. I'm just interested in the attack patterns, how people do it, and like the attackers versus the defenders. You know, as soon as we come up with a patch for something, they come up with something else, and it's just brilliant, some of the attack patterns. It's amazing to see the creativity of it. It's almost like become an art form of how to attack a system, because it's not very straightforward anymore. 17 systems. Yeah, and I thought I had too many USBs. Well, we learn to work as a team. We learn how to troubleshoot, which is a big part of anything with computers. They always have problems. So we learn a lot about troubleshooting. We learn how to think on our feet, because we come in here and we think we've got it together, but then there's extra systems added and just everything. This has become a very big part of my life lately, getting ready for this competition.
I know I was 16. I remember my hands, I forget.
My first time actually doing this event kind of got me really into it. I did this probably about 2-3 years ago. Definitely the part that really got me hooked was remote access. It might be something simple, but it's nothing cooler than sitting at your computer and taking over somebody else's and watching them freak out. I love it. You know, every minute of it, from the headaches to the sweating to, you know, yelling at people. You know, it's nothing else like it. And, you know, at the end of the day, I can go home and not worry about my job or don't have to worry about being sued by someone. So it's really enjoyable. It's a good way to get out a lot of stress and, you know, to practice what you've been working on for 3 months, you know, and I can't really explain anything else about it. You know, I just really enjoy what I do.
Yeah, it's trying. The computer's just bogged down for some reason right now.
I started off as an undergrad in information science at the University of Pittsburgh and followed that up. I'm now in the Masters of Telecommunications program. I have a government scholarship that allowed me to go to grad school and also requires me then to work for the government after I graduate. I guess I sort of like the whole cat and mouse feel to it. You've got to defend your castle pretty much from the attacker, and they're going to do whatever they can to break in, and it's sort of like a game. They changed the wiring in the back, and so all the machines got powered off when they did the SCADA attack to take down the monitors, and so now we're bringing all the systems back up. No one wants the type of tools that the red team is running run against their own corporate network or anything like that. It's a rare opportunity to be able to go up against something like the system they use, Core Impact, is probably one of the best penetration tools out there and costs a lot of money. And it's something, as students, we would never be able to see without something like this.
We're going to end today's competition 6:30. We're going to do a question and answer session with about 4 or 5 of the red team guys. So this will be a chance just to, you know, ask questions of guys that do security penetration testing professionally. They represent public, private sector, academia, etc.
The value of the red cell is all of the gentlemen in the red cell room are professional, what's called penetration testers. So they work in various capacities to actually attempt, in the regular course and scope of their business day, actually break in and compromise systems. That is a very useful skill. It's a very useful service that is provided to companies because you want to find out where your vulnerabilities are, of course, before someone else outside does. First rule of penetration testing is do no harm. So compromise a server, but don't actually really do much, you know, once you're in. Whereas a hacker, a true hacker in the outside world, well, their goal is harm. Their goal is to penetrate and actually do harm. And again, that just adds more information to help them do their job better as well.